Hi again. Last time I cheaped out and didn't actually do commentary. I just kind of let some AI-generated music play, but you know what? This time we do commentary. I try and do all this in one take because I want to get more work done, which leads me to why these are coming back, because I'm kind of in like the home stretch of this, and I might need to take a break from doing my personal stuff to work on some commissions and some game project stuff, and I don't want there to be too huge of a lull, but we'll have to see. So the more astute viewers may have noticed the Brenda Springer, I think is her name, from Anime Olympics in the bottom right there. I originally had the animation that I used to, my program has like an animation preview, and anyway, I had that going on, and I thought it would be fine, but at, what is this, times 7 speed, apparently, it does not, no, that's not happening. Excuse me. I would like to do all this in one take, so I do also have a new microphone, because I had gotten to a point where I'm going to actually be doing some voice recording for the animation whenever that gets here. So we'll see how that does. Oh man, I hope everybody's been doing well. I have been woefully out of the loop. I've just been trying to keep up with stuff locally, and I have such a hard time remembering things, and it's really frustrating. It's very frustrating. I am happy with the pace of this, though. I think it only took me, I'm going to say 2 hours. I think it took me 2 hours to do all of the fleshing out of it. There was still, like, drawing the basic figure and doing the and doing the general shapes and blocking it out. But as far as, like, getting to a point where I can use it, it only took me like 2 hours, and I was happy with that. I'm getting a lot better about my time. Main thing now is just working more, which is what these are for. Oh god, my throat is killing me. The whole idea is, I don't normally work at a time of day where it's cool to stream, so I just kind of, I would record it, and then that way my brain is like, oh, you're recording something, so obviously you have to be working on it. It just kind of helps me focus, for lack of a better term. For those of you unaware, this character's name is Boutros, and they are a personal favorite. I have a vast quantity of OCs that I have not gotten around to drawing yet, and hopefully one day I will, and it will be very cool. I am working on an animation with him and my dumb Sona, and hopefully that will be done sometime before the end of next month. I have the background elements done. Boutros is almost done. I'm just doing like basic poses and animations for them right now. I'm not doing anything crazy like super flashy special attacks or anything. Keeping it simple because I want to get something out there. I want to be like, hey, look at this! But there are still some story-specific like poses I need to do, and then there's going to be like some background characters. Just two or three. But yeah, I'm at the point where I'm going to be getting some voice talent. Really just some friends, honestly. Money's tight right now, but I have a friend who has really been looking forward to getting into voice work, and I cannot stress enough how cool they are, so I would definitely like to include them somehow. I am just letting this play out. But yeah, I hope everyone's been doing okay. I have not been keeping up with current events. I know there was a recent a friend of a friend. No, that's not. a large community figure that a friend of mine is familiar with passed away, and it really upset a lot of people, and I hope that I hope they're doing okay. I hope they're recovering all right. It's never cool when stuff like that happens, and I did not know them personally. I did not know the impact they had on the community, and I hope that I just hope everyone's okay. That's all I'm going with that. I kind of felt like his arms might end up being too, huge here, but they ended up working out okay. I didn't have to worry too much. Gotta shade that neck in. Like how thick his neck is. Bring it back. I originally just used the picture of Brenda Springer over there because it was the easiest cover-up I could find on my computer right now. I recently installed an SSD, so my hard drive is a little fucked up. I have everything backed up. I didn't lose anything. But it's just I'm like, where's all my shit? Oh no. God. I've actually been getting a lot of really cool pixel art programs that I've been playing around with, and you will actually see one of them later in this video. I don't know when it comes up. Oh no, it comes up after I do the after I finish this, after I finish the jump animation. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff floating around on itch that really offers a lot, and I would recommend some of it. Some of it I would suggest avoiding, and some of it is just very nice quality of life stuff for me specifically, because I'm weird and my workflow is an absolute atrocious mess. It is actually the worst. Sometimes I forget if how the outlines on his little gauntlet things work. I think I'm good though. I think I've got it to a point where it works. I wonder what that pause was for. That was weird. But I just did this today, and I already don't remember the full extent of what happened where and where do, and my brain is just totally fried, and I don't like it. I am going to try and start taking commission work in February. I would like to finish this animation first, and I think if I don't know. I think I can blitz through the stuff I need to do now, and then as I'm taking commissions, put it all together and figure it out. But it's a process. It's weird that I actually haven't had much trouble with hands lately. I know it's pixel art, and who cares? They're little sausages on the end of a ball. They're not hard. It's not like I'm drawing them. But I mean, I am just genuinely surprised that I have an easy-ish time with them, barring the occasional extra pinky. Or forgetting how many fingers a character has because I just totally spaced out one day. Forgive the noises, by the way. I just had dinner. Look, I haven't been sleeping right at all. I have been terrible. Okay. It's after I do the shading on the white parts of his outfit that we actually get to one of the new programs that I've been using, which I'm going to be using, doing commissions with too, if I can, which would be nice. There's some parts of the workflow I have where I'm not sure if I'm, like, overcomplicating something. Like, you can see here, I use, like, shapes for his feet, because he's got, like, these big old toes. And I'm not sure if it would save time to draw those in, or if it's better to do it this way because it's more consistent. I don't know. I have done it like this for a very long time, and at this point it's just kind of a force of habit. You see Discord going off down there. Wonder what they're talking to me about. Actually, I know what it is. It's a friend's game development thing, which is another thing that I've gotten into. I used to avoid game development like the plague, because you would get a lot of people who are new to game development, and they would jump in and they would be like, I want to make a game. I need assets. Give me assets. And even if you're like super jazzed about it and you want to support it and you want to help them out with it, a lot of times, life happens. Unexpected things happen. People aren't prepared to pour the amount of time and energy into a huge project like that and still function as like a person. It's just, it takes so much out of us, and like financially, physically, emotionally, you can't expect to, especially if it's like you're a first time developer, it's something I've always been very cautious about. But a really good friend of mine has gotten me into it, and he's got some really amazing talent. I feel a little bad about being in the group because I am the art guy, and everyone else is like, cool programmer who make the Unity go brrr. Or, we recently got an awesome dude who has helped me out tremendously with tech support, but he does music now too, which I did not know. But, yeah, I'm just kind of here like, I draw a thing. I draw a thing, make go boom. And I feel a little like they're having all these cool discussions about like mechanics and how things might go, and I'm just over here like, I don't even know. What is this? Who is this? One character trait about Boutros that I really like is his claws. He's got like these yellowish, orangish claws, and it's not really like it's not a hygiene thing, I promise. It's he has like he does like yellow electric stuff, and I like the idea that the claws like glow when he does that, and it's something I really want to try and get across whenever I get around to doing all of the cool flashy stuff I would like to do, but that is not here nor there yet. That is later. I did not give him a mouth in this animation. I should probably go fix that later. Maybe? Yeah. It's not like important. It's like 2 pixels. Who cares? I remember when I was doing the shading on the nails, my mom walked in and she was like, do they know that you like shade, that you fill in all those little dots yourself? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure they know. They can see my little mouse going. I don't know. I don't really question it. Now, here, I skimp out on a lot. These, like, I just kind of very loosely go over them with a highlight color. And I know, like, past me would agonize over it, but I don't got time to have it be perfect, man. I just need it to look passable. There's something that I've really struggled with, like, my entire time doing art, is like, it just needs to be passable. It doesn't need to be perfect, doesn't need to be totally hand-drawn. It just needs to look like what you want it to look like. So we finished the portion where I'm drawing, and we are now on Pixel Over, which is going to take a little bit to load. But this is one of those programs that I was talking about. Just adjust the mic a little bit. It is, if you're familiar with like Flash or Adobe Animate, it lets you do tween animation, but it's like specifically designed to keep pixel art stuff intact. Like, I actually use Animate, and I actually tried some of the stuff that I'm doing in Pixel Over in Animate, but they don't, like, it was not made with pixel artists in mind, so all of my attempts were really blurry and horrible, and I could not use them to save my life. And then this shows up, and it's like, oh, hey, this just lets me do all of that. And it's like, it preserves pixels. In fact, it even rotates them much better. Rotates and skews and stretches them much better than how I normally do it, which is when I do it in my art program. This footage is actually not sped up at all, because it did not take me very long to do this. I have been mainly experimenting with this character with this program, because he's got like this crazy long, huge ponytail, and as fun as it is to animate something like that, it's also very time-consuming. So what I have done is I have a few different poses of it, kind of like twisting in different directions, and I just swap between whichever one would be most suited for the animation as it goes. Unfortunately, one of them ended up being much more high quality than the others, and much more useful, so I might have to redraw the other frames, but it's totally fine. Another thing is that you have really good control over the amount of frames it pumps out, because usually the animations it does are about the length of a second. You can say, okay, I want 10 frames a second, gives you 10 frames of animation. I want 5 frames a second, gives you 5 frames. You get it. It's not perfect. There's still little hiccups, and there's still little things here and there, but it is an early release also. But yeah, you can kind of see me adjusting this ponytail, and as I rotate it and stuff, it automatically gives it an outline. It automatically, like, tries and preserves the shading and everything. It's very nice. Not perfect. I would still recommend going over it and fixing any little loose pixels it makes, which I do at the end of this. But it's nice. That's what I'm trying to say. Especially if you are familiar with tween animation. Because I know with the idle animations, what I was doing was I had like one idle pose, and I was going to break it up into parts and then animate it using tweens. And then Adobe decided that it did not like me, and that wasn't happening. So, but now I can do it again, because this thing exists, and I am very happy about this. One thing that I have noticed is it likes to interpolate when it doesn't need to. So sometimes I have to specify, like, no, you keep this keyframe on this frame. You don't try and like have it smoothly glide like svelte butter into the next frame. No, you stay the same. Smoothly glide like svelte butter. You can see I swapped out from the one good-looking ponytail I have been using to this one, which looks much better for falling or landing. And I'm going to edit it a little bit to flow a bit better when we get back into my art program, which is iDraw 3. If I have not said it, I'm pretty sure I have. Don't know. He do a jump. Okay, so I've rendered it out, exported it as a sprite sheet. I remember I had trouble getting it down to a frame count I wanted. It was either going to like 4 or 10, and it was like, no. Give me murder. I had to tell my phone I was busy. I hope everybody's been having fun with like the games and stuff that have been coming out. I have not really been playing a lot. I have been playing my mobile Bleach gacha game because I have no control over my life. Oh, God. A friend of mine dragged me onto a World of Warcraft private server, which is okay, but it gets rough sometimes. So back to the art program. You can see there's a lot of frames for this. Not all of them are necessary. I'm just kind of picking and choosing what ones I want. And then from there we just edit the ponytail, fix it up, get rid of any stray pixels, and it should be good, more or less. I'm hoping that with this Pixel Over program, I can do some more elaborate character details, like the giant ponytail. It can also do 3D models, which I do use 3D models for reference for inanimate objects, usually like weapons and stuff. So that will be interesting to see. It does not like having multiple 3D objects in there, but whatever works. I'm not asking for much. There we go, removing the excess. Getting them lined up. There was another cool program. I did not realize that sprite sheet unpackers were a thing, where you can just feed it a whole sheet and it gives you individual images, which is perfect for my stuff, what I want to do. But yeah, there we go. Thank you all very much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and good luck.